Alright, you weebs, put down your body pillows for just 10 minutes here because today we're diving into the anime everyone won't shut up about. You know, the ones clogging your feed with memes before you even get a chance to watch the first episode. From overhyped power fantasies to shows that actually deserve the hype, I've got the list of the top 10 trending anime you need to watch. Or at least pretend you've watched so you don't get roasted in the group chat, you know. So without further delay, let's get started. So to start off, we have Grand Blue Dreaming Season 2. I literally have no idea how this show got on this list, but I'm all here for it. So Season 2 of Grand Blue Dreaming returns with the same riotous energy that made Season 1 a comedy standard. Boozy bonding, outrageous misunderstandings, and friendship-shattering speedo moments lurk in every episode, welding college friendship with feel-good disaster chaos, and Season 2 just amps all that up to the max. Every Monday now carries a new explosion of sloppy punchlines, heartfelt bro rituals that go sideways, and explosive facial animations that could only exist when creators embrace full-on absurdity. This is that kind of life that a man could only dream of. It's on the same level of prison school, with just a bit of wholesomeness added and sprinkled in. So, if you still haven't watched it, do me a favor and go watch it right now. Next at number 9, we have Kaiju No. 8, Season 2. So the anime with the worst character design is back. Well, it's just a joke. Don't rush to the comments just yet. This anime is a breathtaking blend of colossal mayhem and human heartbeat. Production IG strikes the perfect chord between ground-shaking monster-on-monster carnage and a hero-in-the-making's heartfelt struggle. Action bleeds into character as the main character's secret identity rides on every twitch of his monster transformation. The series wears its action overtone but grounds it in a likable protagonist trying to do right in an impossible situation. The show understands the power of spectacle plus sincerity. It doesn't just deliver kaiju fights, it turns them into human moments. That elevates Kaiju No. 8 from cool show to something people feel, not just watch. And although the character designs are still mid compared to the manga, the action more than covers up for it. The show started from where it left off last season, and if it continues to go on like this, it's definitely going to be one of the best action anime of the decade. But I do have one question for the animation studio. Where the hell is the second season of Heavenly Delusion? I just hope that they bring it back for a second season, because holy hell is it good. And at the 8th spot of today's list, we have, of course, My Dress-Up Darling. So the wholesome show is finally back. You gooners can finally thirst for Maureen all you want. But remember, she's just a high schooler, you freaking degenerates. Anyways, My Dress-Up Darling threads comedy, craft, and chemistry into a romance that glows from scene 1. Maureen storms the frame with superstar sparkle, then disarms everything with unfiltered enthusiasm, while Gojo grounds the story with a craftsman's quiet focus. That balance mirrors the easy charm of Orimiya and the pulse-quick sincerity of Kaguya-sama Love is War. Only this time the battlefield is a cutting mat and a sewing machine and a stack of reference photos. And when I first clicked play, I didn't believe my eyes. This crap has more frames in the first minute than the entirety of Blue Lock Season 2. How the hell does that happen? How the hell does a romance anime have this level of animation? And quite frankly, I'm actually quite happy about that. But anyways, if you haven't watched the show yet, give it a shot. It's actually quite good. Just remember that she's a freaking teenager! And after that, at number 7, we have Gachiakuta. This anime is trash. Literally. Gachiakuta swings like a bar fight in a scrapyard and lands with the ruthless swag style of Chainsaw Man. The show plants its flag in a world of rust, refuse, and rules that grind people down, then light a fuse under every confrontation. The action chews through frames with the sinewy athleticism fans love in Jujutsu Kaisen, all dodge rolls, wall runs, and whip crack counters that turn alleys and rooftops into moving arenas. The grime never dulls the glow of the characters, and the lead carries the stubborn spark of a survivor. A little bit Tokyo Revengers in the scrapper's heart and loyalty, fused with the feral, kinetic explosiveness that powered Denji's early street fights in Chainsaw Man. Gachiakuta thrives on sweat, scuffs, and stubbornness. It respects the shonen lineage while keeping its knuckles bloody, its tempo raw, and its heart loud. Fans who live for bruiser ball storytelling with pop-off choreography and a chip on the shoulder underdog will lock in immediately. Then at number 6, we have Lord of the Mysteries, probably the most hyped anime of summer 2025, the anime that was supposed to be the clear anime of the year, and the show that was supposed to redefine the anime industry. But did it deliver on all that promise? Is it really one of the best shows that came out in recent years? Well, kind of. But let's talk about the basic stuff first here. So, Lord of the Mysteries unfolds like a dark carnival of Lovecraftian horror, steampunk, mysticism, and uncanny occult power. And if you didn't understand a single word of the words that I just said now, let's make it simple. So we could go on the atypical to the point where the main character, who is a regular Chinese 9-to-5 employee, gets himself isekai to another world, but nah, let's make things worse. Let's send him to London! Let's go! So he basically went from eating flavored food to bread and chips. And to make matters worse, he was without a water bottle on a Tuesday. Bloody hell. I could really keep going, but anywho, the Donghua adaptation wastes no time with the visuals. BC Made Pictures delivers animation so crisp and atmospheric that it redefines what an isekai can look like. I literally have no words that could describe how goddamn beautiful this show looks. But now let's get to the actual meaty part. So the last time I saw an anime get this much attention, even before its release, was Chainsaw Man, and although it was still an awesome show, it had to face some backlash due to the sheer amount of hype it received before its release. And the same thing happened to Lord of Mysteries. Because even the show had an absolute stellar animation and soundtrack, the storytelling had problems, especially in the first 3 episodes. The plot was way too rushed just to reach a specific fight scene by the end of the 3rd episode, and that wasn't the best choice. People were already having a hard time trying to adapt to the Chinese language, and when they added that much exposition and plot into the first couple of episodes, it's just way too much. But when the show finally gets its chance to breathe in the later episodes like 6 and 7, it finally shows why it deserved the hype. And it will only get better from there on. So if you're planning to watch the show, just hold on for the first couple of episodes. I promise it gets good. Next up at number 5, we've got The Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. So the infamous anime returns with a Season 4. The latest season of The Rising of the Shield Hero opens with the grandeur and emotional pull of a saga entering its next chapter. The animation remains consistent, the cold cling of steel, the rippling fabric of travel-worn cloaks, the plaintive eyes that betray past wounds. The pacing is deliberate, a measured march that rewards the long-term fan with emotional stakes built on seasons of struggle, but the people are really divisive. Some see the animation studio struggling to live up to promotional visuals, with stiffness and CGI missteps popping through. But I believe the biggest problem this anime will be facing is the quality of the 2nd season, which was just so bad that it almost completely destroyed the whole franchise. But with the attention the latest season is getting, I really hope it gets to make a good comeback. And if you like fantasy shows with a similar plot, this show is perfect for you. Next at number 4, we have The Water Magician. Now I knew this anime was going to be good, but I never thought that it would be this good. This isekai starts like Magic School meets Mellow Retreat, but ambition and execution doesn't quite march in sync. The main character awakens in a new world with water magic and eternal youth. He trains, chats with a dragon, learns spells. It's fine for a slow burn setup, and visually the water effects and ambient sound design shine. Creative renderings of water flowing, freezing, and sparkling suggests a studio that prioritized aesthetic detail. But with all the promise this show showed at the initial episode, it is crumbling down bit by bit. And the main reason for that is the pacing. It feels like all performance and no connection. Magic takes the spotlight in place of character drive, story inertia instead of intrigue. There's a dash of charm in there, sure. Big magic, fantasy comfort, lighthearted tone, but unless the show accelerates its emotional depth or plot progression, it risks fading into the background of formulaic isekai. After that, at the 3rd spot of today's list, we have The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. Get your medicine ready, folks, cause it's time for some diabetic stuff. This one is a soft, slow-burn romance that captures subtle longing with the same emotional authenticity fans treasure in Your Lie in April or Toradora. That's right, folks. Set against the contrast of 2 rival schools, one known for its delinquent boys and the other for its elite girls, this story revolves around a kind-hearted bakery boy and a graceful academy student. And what's especially remarkable is how the story balances wholesome moments with understated tension. It avoids cliches while still delivering meaningful growth. And I don't know about you folks, but this show reminds me of Clannad and Fruits Basket. The whole show is delicate and heartfelt. It's not flashy, but it's profound in its honesty. And everyone looking for emotional payoff with no gimmicks will find solace here. This crap is the romance genre at its absolute best, and nothing can stop this genre when it's at its peak. And overall, what I want to say is that I believe in Lord Waguri's supremacy. Then at the runners-up spot of today's list, we have I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Am I the only one who has no goddamn clue how this ended up being one of the best anime of the season? No? Well, whatever the reason may be, I don't mind. The magical comedy leans into pure, unhurried power fantasy. The protagonist wakes in a royal body with the memories of his past life and infinite free time to master magic. No crown drama, just magic mastery. It's unbothered by politics or ambition. This is the peaceful slice of arcane life. The animation carries that relaxed energy forward with vibrant spell effects, fluid combat, and a whimsical feel. One reviewer hailed the visuals as impressive, a standout series for both fans of comedy and spectacle. Each battle crackles with color and every spell casts its own playful rhythm. Underneath the lighthearted tone, characters feel warm and genuine. Also, this series sidesteps the expected. No throne politics, no overwhelming destiny. Instead, a soft power journey rooted in mastery, quiet charm, and self-defined purpose. It earns a relaxed smile, even from viewers who rarely indulge in magic-heavy anime. So, give it a shot. But at the top spot of today's list, we have Dandadan Season 2. Arguably the biggest and most unhinged anime of 2024 returns with its second season, and it's still weird as hell. And for those pure souls who have no idea about the show, let's put it this way. The basic premise of the show is about a guy who loses his balls. Yes, I'm talking about those balls. Yes, his balls, no further context needed. And then he and the badass tsundere end up fighting against monsters and aliens just to get the balls back. Now isn't that just wholesome? Fun for the whole family, right? But if you put aside the S-tier storyline, you'll notice that the anime offers so much more than just comedy and action. From the first frame, Science Saru's kinetic animation style bursts into life, especially during the acrobatic Silky arc. And by God, was that arc painful. Every moment of Season 2 is a showstopper. The Evil Eye arc sets the tone with dark humor and surreal horrors and relentless energy. It manages to feel simultaneously like the adrenaline punch of Demon Slayer and the quirky charm of My Hero Academia. If anime is a blast, Dandadan Season 2 is a bomb that never stops exploding. And if you still haven't watched it yet, what are you even doing with your life? Worse yet, what am I doing with mine? Well, that's the list for today, guys. If you made it this far, please be sure to comment down below on which anime you think should have been on this list, or which one you're going to be checking out first. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And also, if you've been here a while, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel and pressing that bell icon. And set us all to be notified about all our latest new videos. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.